So, do you guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Can't be too enthusiastic.
No.
It wouldn't be appropriate. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
No.
I'm Duncan, and this is Brad.
I'm Brad.
Anton.
And together we're Keller.
With our powers combined.
Yeah.
Alright. So how would you describe your music to someone who hadn't heard it before?
Oh dear.
Not in genres, or just adjectives?
You
Because
know,
yeah.
little from column A. From column A. Genres,
Well, it's pretty gloomy.
With pummeling industrial beats.
Yeah. So there's the gloomy side, and then there's the kind of the harsh, aggressive side. Yeah, a bit of both. A bit from both camps, I think.
Yeah, because I guess you have like the ones that are like definitely like the goth songs, and you have like the much more industrial ones.
Yeah.
As well, so.
That's right. Both types of music. Yeah. How would you describe?
Yeah, about that.
What are you at, Todd?
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor guy.
Health is not really that goth.
No.
I'm working on my B dead.
The more dead you are, the better.
Yeah.
He's on his
I'm
way.
almost there.
Yeah. What would you say are your most popular songs of all time?
Oh. What
Popular.
about the candles?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna have to be "She Likes a Candle Burning." I think.
Yeah.
It's the one that people consistently sing along to, which tends to imply that people at least know it. We like to think that they like it, but they certainly know it. Really, I mean, the songs that we made music videos for on the first album, they would be the ones that people know the best,
Right. Yeah.
because they would have had the most chance to hear them. So like Candle Burning, Labyrinth, and The Cold.
Yeah.
Because, well, presumably because we thought that they were the songs most worthy of music videos, and so we pushed them the most with making music videos for them.
Yeah, fair enough. What inspired Keller to get started, and how did you all get together to begin with?
Your turn.
I don't remember. I know the official story. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't remember.
It's kind of lost in a haze of bourbon, because we were 21
Yeah.
and drinking a lot of cheap bourbon.
Speak for yourself.
and absinthe, and we just, I think, got onto
Vodka.
and vodka, and just got onto an idea of
Pretty much
like,
anything.
hey, you know, we're listening to a lot of Type of Negative and Rammstein and Day of Dreams and that sort of thing, and we thought, well, you know, let's give it a go ourselves.
Yeah, the original premise was to be very, very tongue-in-cheek about it and kind of really, really laugh at ourselves and at the scene and everything, all in good nature. But, you know, hence, if you listen to lyrics on things like The Candles Burning and The Raven, they're very, very cheesy, but intentionally so. And then somewhere along the way, kind of, I don't know,
Well, we
stop running out of jokes.
Yeah, we ran out of cliches. But my original idea was actually like just a 2-night Wellington, Auckland, if you remember, a Rammstein tribute night.
Really?
Yeah, do you remember that?
No.
No, because that was my original idea. I wanted to do 2 nights, just Wellington and Auckland, and with you and me and a whole bunch of other guys, just do 2 nights of Rammstein tribute. And that's why their first gig of ours, we played that Voltiert Das Bad in Flamenseen as part of our first show back in June 06.
What's the date?
Wow.
I want to say the 26th of June.
That'll do.
Yeah, it's probably pretty close.
260606, right?
20. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that show, because I went to that show as well. The 6th.
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It was opening for the Moon Whispers.
Mm. Yeah,
That
that's
was a
right.
while ago now then.
Yeah.
Far out.
8 years next month.
8 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
Before that, it was bedroom gothtronica. Never said those words in that particular order before.
That's the beauty of the English language, according to Stephen Fry and Hillary. Well, can you give us a brief? Can you give us a brief band history?
Yeah. Brad and I started off drunk and writing these cheesy God songs, and then we played a couple of shows and asked Anton to join on guitar and keys,
Which he did.
and then maybe about 4, 5, 6 months later, we got a guy called Sam McDonald on bass guitar, and a bit of guitar and a bit of keys, and we played a lot of shows.
There was a running joke actually that on the instruments thing, because we'd all swap instruments every few songs, and so everyone would think we were finishing, and then we just like swap instruments and keep playing again.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know, maybe it was funny if you were there.
and we played a lot of shows around New Zealand, and played this goth festival in Sydney, which was pretty cool, and made some music videos, and then
Released an album in there as well.
yeah, we did. We released Kindergartens, September 21st, 2008. I want to say 22nd.
22nd,
Yeah,
my wedding anniversary.
That's right, it was too. And yeah, then Sam left, and we kind of plodded on writing this new album, which we've just released, called Dying City. And now we're kind of touring that, as it were.
Yeah.
And we just played some shows in Australia, Melbourne and Perth, as part of FinFest, which was a phenomenal experience. And now we're playing Wellington next weekend, and then Auckland maybe about 2 months or 6 weeks afterwards.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I use the word tour in a pretty loose way.
I see. Yeah, I was going to ask you about your Australian tour, how you think it went, and how do you think Australian audiences compared to what you're used to in New Zealand?
Well, here we know a bunch of people, and in Australia we don't. We don't. I mean, there are a few expat Kiwis over there, and a few kind of sympathetic locals, but it was pretty weird playing to like Sydney and back in at the Under the Blue Moon, and then Melbourne and Perth for FinFest. It was pretty weird playing these cold rooms, basically, because there were like half a dozen people who really loved it, were really getting into it, and the rest of them like stone-faced Australians, sober as a judge, uncharacteristically, and yeah, it was really, really weird, because here I think people know that we don't take it very seriously, because I don't think you can. No. But over there, they don't know that we are taking it not seriously. And so they thought, well, hold on, are these guys seriously singing about ravens and candles and shit and bats? Are they serious? And it took them a few songs to get into the songs. So after the first songs, they would there'd be like 3 people at the back clapping, kind of. What's going on? Are these guys for real? And then
Actually, in Perth, no one clapped after.
Yeah, I know, after the first song. But then people will slowly start figuring out, these guys can't be taking this seriously. They can't be. Look at them. And eventually, after every song, more people would clap as more people figured it out. And after the last songs of those shows, the place was roaring.
Yeah. They were great shows though, and in all cases, we managed to move some CDs, to people who had never heard us before. So, that's good on several levels. And the mechanics of touring and playing in places where you don't know anyone, and sort of arranging all the gear and what you can bring and can't bring, and what you can fit into a suitcase, and what you have to carry in a yellow plastic bag.
Oh, you need your tray though, don't you? Got to have a tray. You can't play a gig without a tray. Sorry.
So it was pretty fucking cool on tour, hanging out with Covenant and Glenn and Zymox and Leader Strip. They were pretty fucking cool guys.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, we had a great time.
And I felt like I learned quite a bit from sort of watching them and just sort of talking to them about the gear and their setup and all the sort of technical shit.
Oh, excellent. How would you describe your music making process?
Easy, fucking easy.
It's easy. I sit in front of a computer and push buttons until it sounds good. No, yeah. I mean, it's on a very perfunctory level. It's I'm doing most of the writing at home on computer, just with MIDI equipment and some stuff. When I'm kind of happy with how something's sounding, I bring it to the group, and sort of Duncan will get some lyrics and stuff together, and Anton will sort of work on it and throw his kind of
Throw my live guitar part together.
yeah. Which lately on the newer album has made it onto the recordings more than it did on the first one too, which is good. It's sort of really added something that the first album didn't have. So that's in a nutshell how it works.
Oh, yeah. What are rehearsals usually like?
Loud, too fucking loud.
Very loud. Yeah. Yeah. They're in generally my rather spacious living room with my very accommodating flatmate. And yeah, no, they're very loud, and but I think they're quite casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good. I feel it's a good energy, good creative space. I mean, if we're not sort of creating right then, it's a good kind of performance vibe.
What's the best gig you can remember doing?
Ooh, best gig.
Ooh.
So many to choose from.
I'm pretty happy with the Wellington Fetish Ball 2010.
Is that the Garden Club?
Yeah, Garden Club.
Yeah, I was going to say
That
the
was
same.
pretty good.
Was that the greased up?
Yeah, the greased up one, not the one with. I mean, the one 2 years before with all the video cassette tape everywhere. That was pretty good.
It's pretty
but
good.
I think we were really on form at the 2010 Wellington Fetish Ball. That was good.
Yeah.
That'd be way up there for me.
Yeah. For me, one of the best was definitely the opening slot we did for Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
Partially because we were opening for Hansel and Gretel, and that was fucking awesome. But it was probably our first show in Auckland in a while.
Yeah, it'd been a while.
And one of the things about it was it would have been one of the largest crowds that we've played to, and I think we finished with candles, and there were people singing along right down the back of all the way through the crowd down to the back, and it was like, wow, this song has actually made it here before we have, and that felt really good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be way up there as well. Definitely the best Auckland show.
Must be such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Well, what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened at a gig or on tour that you can remember?
Anton must have some good stories.
A guy sewed his cock into his thigh at the Under the Blue Moon Festival in Sydney.
Actually, at that same gig.
How?
With a needle and thread.
Oh god! I remember that. I think the most embarrassing thing happened to me on stage at that Sydney show. There was that they made this kind of like rather pretentious kind of catwalk thing for me. The vocalist at the front, and it was made out of like 4 kind of component like stage parts. And I was, it's all on video too, it's hilarious. I was dancing so hard with my fucking 4-inch platform, just stomping away. And I was stomping so hard that the stage parts were moving apart like fucking tectonic plates beneath me. And like in the last course of Heffling or something, my 4-inch longer foot just goes straight down, and I just kind of disappear from the fucking video, boom, straight down, and I don't stop singing. I just kind of go out of key, and I keep going, and I just kind of clamber up onto the stage, kind of, bright red under my fucking white foundation.
Where is this video?
Oh, on a hard drive somewhere.
Oh my god. Can you explain the meaning behind the band's name?
Kellerkinder is German for Seller Children.
Mm-hmm. And What does that mean precisely?
What, cellar children?
Cellar children. Well, yeah.
Well, presumably children in the cellar. I think that's how I intended it.
Cellar as in basement.
Yeah, cellar, like
As opposed to
where
midget.
one might keep wine or something like that.
Or children.
No, yeah, well, no children by default, I think. I mean, I think the default would probably be like, you know, knickknacks, furniture you don't need. Wine is quite a traditional thing to keep in the cellar.
Yeah. Keeping children down there.
No, I was once living in a cellar in Germany, and often the doors out of it would be locked, and I couldn't leave, and so I thought once to myself, if or when I get out of here, I think a really good name for a goth band would be Cellar Children. Wait, what's that in German? Kellerkinder.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good name. I'll go with that.
Great way
Oh,
to
yeah.
take a negative and turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staying positive. Yeah.
Look on the bright side.
Yeah.
Turning
And all
problems
this
into opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the new album, Dying City. How does this new album compare to previous ones?
Previous one.
Well, previous one.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more considered, which is partially a way of saying that it took longer to make, but partially a way of saying is that because we took that time with it, there's just a lot more nuance to it than there was on the first one, I think. But in terms of the music and the production and the writing and the lyrics and everything.
Yeah, we
That's
took some
my
pains
answer.
to get some really good recording and
Yeah.
really good sound and get a good mix, and it didn't feel rushed, and yeah,
Certainly
more
did not feel
considered.
rushed.
No, considered.
Or maybe towards the end, the production
Yeah.
of the
actual-
end product was a little rushed, but the actual sort of making was years in the make. So
Yeah.
But it would be in the same sort of vein as Kindergarten.
Yeah,
It's similarly eclectic, I think.
I don't know, it's funny, some people have said it's more goth than the first one, some people have said it's more industrial than the first one, so, it's, make of that what you will.
Yeah, no, that's quite encouraging.
Yeah.
Because people are obviously listening for what they want to hear.
Yeah, there's,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Guess we'll just have
maybe
to-
we just, we went to more extremes.
Well, I mean, if it pleases both camps, then we've done our job, I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
absolutely no one likes both camps.
No, never. We like neither.
When we play shows, all the goths are over that side of the room and all the rivetheads are over that side, and they only take alternate turns of dancing.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
And the album's currently available for download?
Correct.
Yeah?
Bandcamp.com.
And SoundCloud?
No.
No? You can't download it
Oh,
off SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, there's a few tracks up there.
Oh, right.
But go to Bandcamp and give us money.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
How do you feel about online downloads versus like CDs and things like that? Like
It's
the way
considerably
things
less
are?
work.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Because we've already done the work.
Yeah.
And we don't have to plod down to the post office, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send off the actual hard copy.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something great about having, you know, the physical item. But, you know, I also think personally I reserve that now for bands I'm absolutely in love with. Otherwise I'll just download it,
Yeah, yeah,
because I don't have the storage space for all those CDs.
Anything else you want to say while we're here?
Just tell us what your you know, get the album. Tell us what your favorite songs are, because we're really interested to hear what people's favorite songs are and why. I mean, I think I'd be personally really interested to know what people are enjoying the most off the album, because everybody has comes back with a different answer, and I think they're all equally valid. And I'm personally very interested to hear such feedback.
Click the link here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll stick a link down below with a thing to the page with the download stuff on it. Yeah, I can't even speak words.
We're gonna subtitle.
And it's
it, aren't
in
we?
New Zealand
Yeah.
dollars, so if you live overseas, it's real cheap.
Well, thank you very much, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Anytime.
thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yep. And
See you later.
I'm not very good at this. Yeah.
We'll see you on tour.
Yeah. All right. It's been 3 weeks since I recorded a video. I've like forgotten how.
Out.
Time to go now. This is over.
Bye.
Alright, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Say bye.
Bye.